Alright, what is going on, guys? Back with a different type of video on a different bike. Yeah, back with a different video on a different bike. You know, this is not my bike, not an R3. I mean, I wouldn't mind having an R3, but I'm ready for a 600. This is my friend's bike. He's just now learning how to ride. I spent like almost an hour with him in a parking lot teaching him the basics and everything. So he's just now learning how to ride. I gotta give me a new bike because the person came to pick up the bike yesterday. But yeah, the person came pick up the bike yesterday, and my friend wanted to come get his bike. So I told him, I'll ride it home for him to, help him out, because I wanted him to get home safely, and I didn't want him to worry about anything since he doesn't know how to ride a bike on the street yet. But he picked up the concept pretty good so far. I can see why people like the R3. It's a real nice bike. Really refined, really smooth, really great. It's a really great bike. I'm just hoping I can get my new bike soon. Really soon, like super soon, like maybe next video soon. Probably not next video because I already have videos lined up to come out. But yeah, this bike is so new, you can smell the freaking exhaust burning. It only has 2 miles on it. He bought it like over a month ago, and he was just waiting to pick it up. This is my first time on a sports bike this month. I haven't been on a sports bike in a little bit because clutch cable snapped, so I stopped riding it. But I'm gonna take it, slow and careful, because this is not my bike. If it was my bike, I'd be going balls to the walls right now. But yeah, he bought this bike from Maxim Honda in Allen, Texas, is a local dealership near where we live, and I can't say enough great things about them. They're the best dealership to buy from when it comes to motorcycle shopping out in Texas in the DFW area. They are the best dealership to buy from, hands down. This is the closest. Actually, I've driven on the highway before. I was gonna say this is the closest I've driven to a highway, but I've actually driven on the highway before during that moto meet. So I mean, it wasn't bad. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was just not something I want to do every time. Cars are just whizzing by. People are reckless. It's Texas. People don't know how to freaking drive out here. This bike feels really good, honestly. I should have gotten an R3, but by the time I got my motorcycle, the R3 wasn't even thought of. I mean, it probably was thought of, but it wasn't out yet. I got mine back in 2012, CBR. Back in 2012. Or 2013, my bad. So about 2 years before the R3 came out. So, but if I would have known that this bike was this great, like, I've heard a lot of great things about the R3. And I wasn't going to buy another starter bike, obviously. Another low CC bike, like the next bike, was supposed to be a 600 for me, but I'm not going to buy any other 300 after owning a beginner bike. Yeah, but for a 300, this bike gets up and go. Oh my god. Like I said, I had a 250, so 0 power. This bike is so smooth, like, compared to like the conditions I see on the road. Like, I'm riding over it and I'm like, I don't feel anything. This bike compared to the CBR that I had, it's a totally different ball game. Like, doesn't even compare, honestly. It's kind of crazy. Like, I thought, all starter bikes are the same, 0 power. But no, this bike is great. I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to say that, but this bike is freaking great. I'm only doing it to mess with him. But not ridden a a sports bike in about a month, I really miss it. I've been riding cruisers. Now, don't get me wrong, the Harley Sportster that I had in my previous video, that's an amazing bike. That bike is a great, for the simple fact that it's torquey and it's fast and it's easy to control. But sport bikes are on a whole different spectrum, honestly. These bikes are crazy. or the 600 cc's. You know, 300s are more tamed. It's crazy how, like, for a beginner bike, they give you an insane amount of power. Like, I showed you guys in a video where I raced my friend's R3 with a 900cc motorcycle, or cruiser I should say, and I know, like, I didn't really, you know, give it its all off the line and, like, going through the gears, but that bike was still beating the 900cc bike even at half throttle, or my bike being at half throttle. And I thought it was going to be a walk in the park, because, you know, there was a 600cc displacement difference. Is that Longhorns? What the hell? Why is there a random... Wow. I see when some people say all they need is a 300. I see why now. A 250 from a 300 is like a major difference. Right, this is a 321cc displacement. But I can see why some people can say, like, oh yeah, 300 is all I need. Has all the giddy up, you know, power that, you know, you ever really need. I see why they say that, but I still want a 600, which that's already in action right now. This bike gets really hot. No exhaust? Not bad. This bike doesn't sound bad for stock exhaust, actually. Now I've seen Motonocity's build when he put an M4 exhaust on that freaking R3, and oh my god, that made a world of a difference. That bike sounded so good. I wonder if he's gonna put exhaust on this bike, if any. I wonder which one he's gonna do. Cause I don't know if he's the modifying type or just, you know, the riding type. All he said what he wanted to do was go fast. Riding this bike makes me realize how, like, I wouldn't say bad my old bike was, but how developed it was. That's a better term. Not gonna lie, I'm actually enjoying this R3 a lot more than I thought I would. I thought it was gonna be like really similar to my bike, you know, the I wouldn't say simplicity of it, but ooh. But I thought it was gonna be like a lot like my bike, so it was like, you know, good to see that, you know, my bike, you know, was subpar to this bike. Dude, this bike is so damn hot, oh my god. It's like burning my legs. Not burning my legs, but like, it's just uncomfortably hot. You think he'd kill me if I bust a wheelie? Because I was getting pretty good at wheelies on my other bike until clutch cable snapped. Honestly, this bike could probably do a power wheelie. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm probably overestimating it, but it feels like it could do a power wheelie. He's probably gonna kill me when he gets back. Dude, when this bike gets up in the RPMs, it goes. Oh my goodness. Dude, I was so mad. I was thinking about going around it, but by the time I tried to go around it, the other traffic started going.